Welcome, my mother's fuckers and esteemed bastards, to another Podfic reading. I am once again too shy to go asking other authors permission. Probably do it soon, but for now, I will be solely writing my own, reading my own. Before we get into the fic, I would like to mention that because this, alongside most of my fics, because a lot of these were written when the Kudos bot was going around, and sometimes a little bit after they're all locked. So I will be taking a segment to read the tags for those of you who do not have AO3 accounts. Got it? Got it. Rating: Teen and up audiences. Archive warning. Creator chose not to use archive warnings. Category: M/M. Fandom: Dream SMP. Relationship: Alexis Quackity / Wilbur Soot. Characters: Wilbur Soot, Alexis Quackity. Additional tags: Pogtopian Alexis Quackity, Pogtopia on Dream SMP, Video Blocking RPF, Pogtopian Wilbur Soot, Obsession, Delusional Wilbur Soot, Emotional Manipulation, Villain Wilbur Soot, Kidnapping, Unreliable Narrator, Mention JSLAT, Video Blogging RPF. Whether or not JSLAT is actually abusive is up to interpretation. Pet names: Implied reference sexual assault, Implied reference abuse, POV third person limited, Present tense horror. Language: English. Series: Part 1 of 235 Yandere prompts. The second work is the one we've already read. Now, whether or not you listened to all of that or you skipped ahead using the timestamps in the description, time to get into the fic. Savior monster. Summary. 4. Gosh, you smell so good when you cuddle like this. Wilbur, convinced that Schlatt is an abusive husband, decides there's only one way to save the object of his obsession from this forced abusive marriage: kidnapping. Sure, kidnapping the love of your life isn't exactly ideal, but what was Wilbur supposed to do? Simply stand by and gnash his teeth as the poor thing is torn from his arms with the unsafe claws of someone too powerful to oppose easily, continue to stay inactive as if it didn't go against everything he stood for? The only sound besides wood-creaking footsteps is soft, hindsight-induced laughter. It is funny. Wilbur was mad at Quackity at first when he, seemingly out of nowhere, married JSLAT. Why the fuck would he choose that tyrant fucker he hardly knew over his own damn soulmate? You would think. As the days passed, though, little things about the couple added up bit by bit in Wilbur's brain. The way that Quackity would shy away from his husband's affections, like flinching when Schlatt would put a hand on his hip or brush his cheek. The way he seemed uncomfortable with any sort of touch, even physical affection that Schlatt has given him. The way he would inch away from the fucker, only to reluctantly step back towards him when met with a sharp glare. The way that it seems that his love stealer or husband didn't want him talking to anyone else. Quackity hated being around him, and yet seemed reluctant to go against him. It was little things that made a click for Wilbur. Quackity did not want to marry JSLAT, but he was stuck in marriage with a monster anyway. He was forced. If the tyrant was perfectly fine forcing this upon him and treating him this way in broad daylight, then what could that bastard be doing to him behind closed doors? The thought would make bile pool in Wilbur's throat. His soulmate was in constant danger of so long at the hands of the tyrant king, and no one bothered to help him. No one tried. Wilbur restrained a growl as he grasped the doorknob into the basement, sighing out a harsh breath. At least his Quackity is safe now. He'll never have to worry about that fucking creep hurting him again. He opened the door, being met with a staircase down to the basement that looked like a closet from the outside. Wilbur isn't holding him hostage. It's more like he's hiding him away until he's not at risk of being stolen away and thrown back into the abusive clutches of Schlatt again. The sound of Quackity crying for his help is almost comforting to Wilbur. It's like it was his name that he was calling out for. Now it's not his pathetic excuse of a husband's, his. You can imagine the look on his face. The poor thing must be terrified. He realizes that this place is good for him. That Schlatt won't hurt him here. He'll know that he doesn't have to fear that monster anymore. Wilbur ignores how barren the place was as he speeds down the stairs. He was going to wait until he at least got to bed before he saved Quackity, but he was getting impatient. Every day he didn't storm into the White House and drag his beloved out of Schlatt's cruel grasp was another day he spent trapped there, suffering as the tyrant king used Quackity as his personal slave. There was no point in waiting any longer. He just wanted to get his Quackity back. The sounds of chains jostling snapped him out of his rage-filled thoughts. Before him is a panicking Quackity, blindfolded, tugging at the chains keeping him bound to a pole by his wrist and kicking wildly as he screams. This is why he was chained out to begin with. What the hell is going on? Where am I? His voice sounds worn and strained, as if he had been screaming non-stop for hours. The poor man must have really struggled at the hands of the tyrant. Wilbur was glad Quackity wasn't hurt too badly. It would only make the situation worse for both of them. Schlatt, he whimpered. Oh, that explains it. He thinks he's defenseless at the hands of his abuser. You were worried about that brute, were you? Relax. He won't ever even touch you again, Wilbur assures, forcing Quacky's failing legs still when he pushes his body on the ground by his own. Shh, don't worry, hon, he shushes softly. You're safe, he smirks into what playfully dark, and you're all mine. He murmurs in Quacky's ear, and he shivers. There was nothing left for him to fear. Poor sweet Quackity, still stuck in survival mode from all the months of torture, even though they were home safe, continued struggling. I'm yours? The hell? Now what kind of stupid question is that? Wilbur asks incredulously, rubbing his thumb soothingly along Quacky's cheeks and chin in an attempt to calm him. Of course you are, he repeats matter-of-factly. He presses his lips to Quacky's forehead, kissing softly. Don't you understand, hon? I won't let anyone touch you ever again. Not your abusive husband, not your shitty friends, or any of those other man-burg fuckers who just stood by. I'll keep you forever. He pulls him into a kiss by his cheeks, drawing a cute squeak from him as the captive continues to thrash like a wild animal caught in a snare. Wilbur sighs as he pulls away. He hated seeing Quackity so scared of himself. Stop fighting it, love. Let me take care of you. He coos softly as he moves back to press his nose to his Quackity's. He's surprised by the sudden sob that bubbles from Quackity's chest. It hurts him to see his beloved like this, scared to death because he has no control over his own life, and Wilbur wants to kill every bastard in the entire world who would try to force him into something he doesn't want. Hey, it's okay, he murmurs, pulling him in for a hug once again. Shh, don't cry. You're gonna be okay. Shh. He coos gently as he holds his Quackity close, stroking his hair tenderly as he rocks him slowly like a child. He is so soft and fragile and frail in Wilbur's arms, like his whole body is made of glass. Like one wrong move could break him. Wilbur smiles when his Quackity finally goes limp against him, tired from struggling. There you go, darling, he croons, holding his face to plant another kiss on his lips while ignoring his wide-eyed expression. God, you smell so good when we cuddle like this, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was Savior Monster. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this, even though it was kind of spoke a little bit lazier than the last one. And if you have any fics in mind from other authors that you would like me to read, and you know they are comfortable with YouTube podfics, please let me know. Or if for some reason you would like me to read a fanfic of mine that you like, then you also let me know. Either way, like in the comments, latest community post talking about the podfic, anywhere, and basically on my YouTube channel, let me know. Anyways, I severely overestimated how long that my audio recording would be in comparison to the Minecraft stuff that I play in the background of these videos right now. So if you enjoy the last 4 minutes, I think, of Minecraft gameplay, and have the day you deserve. Peace out.